about space. It's a very nice thing that we in nursing have to worry about space. Not only are we the best program, but we're the biggest. And I want to thank Ed Brown. I had Fran call him because he used to play the guitar for all the ceremonies when I came in '95. And you know, things just change over the years. And we wanted him to come back because he shares space with us now. We hear his students, and we all have offices near each other. And thank you. I didn't want to do a formal speech, but you know, every time you say you don't want to do something, things end up a little different than you plan. So because this has been such a special class, I am going to give something a little bit more formal because Dr. McNair, who's our new provost, sent her regrets because the Board of Trustees meeting is going on simultaneously. So she may or may not be able to come over. If she does come to be able to wish you well in person, she will. But if not, I'm to do that for her. But I'm sure you'll hear that again at baccalaureate this afternoon and again at graduation. So once again, welcome to Penning, and I want to congratulate you, the students. There's some who are not here for a really wonderful 4 years in the program. We've enjoyed getting to know you, and I'll remember your spirit. I also want to welcome and thank your loved ones, your family, for your support, and also for their support, and also for being here today. I know there's some feelings of joy, probably bigger feelings of relief for many of you, most of you, and now some vision for the future. And you do have a great future. For those of you in the audience who are not familiar with the most recent report that was supported by the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation and done by probably the most esteemed organization in the United States, and that's the Institute of Medicine. It was called the Future of Nursing Report, and it really has given nursing, if we don't capitalize on this report, we never ever will. I think we're already one of the most respected professions, but it is now calling for us to be right up there with every member of the healthcare team. 80-20 means they want all nurses to, 80% of all nurses in the United States to have a bachelor's degree by 2020. And so that's called the 80-20 rule. You guys are already there, which is wonderful. So you'll be the true leaders of tomorrow. And we hope, as the Institute of Medicine states, that you will seamlessly progress to be leaders. So just a little bit of inspiration from a really important report that's just come down. Your tenaciousness and spirit I found wonderful, particularly with the making of the sweatshirts. I know you came back and forth. I know that Professor DeFazio was involved, Dr. Sharofsky, Dr. O'Hare, just about everybody. And you really persisted, and so now we can say when we go to the bookstore and buy those beautiful sweatshirts that it came from the class of 2012. And we'll be, I know you'll be very proud of that, and hopefully you'll come back and let us know what you're doing, how you're doing, and get back to us, or to the college, I should say, as well as to your profession. I'd like to quote an emeritus professor here, Dr. Anne Marie Sortino, and we always say when she passed on the same semester we got Anne Marie Dowling Castronovo, so I never had to stop saying Anne Marie. But in the report that we just submitted for the designation of Center of Excellence, I quoted her because she used to say, as Terry Torsney says, never accept anything less than excellence in yourself or your students. And I do believe that that class has risen to that occasion. I know that the discipline of nursing is very difficult, but the rigorous education program that you experienced and that your parents and loved ones experienced with you, I'm sure, is necessary in order to protect the public. We cannot allow you to leave here not knowing full well that you're prepared. And I do appreciate your really good involvement in the recent review course that was held by ATI here, because I know that will prepare you. You won't be sweating out in class because You know, if you're prepared, then you don't have to worry. And that's the key to life and the key to success. So I'm sort of quoted by my kids often as giving them too much advice too frequently. I sort of slip little poems in their letters and text little things. But I sort of wanted to read you something, and I'm asking Rudyard Kipling for his forgiveness before I read it. But I thought this might help guide you as you go forward in your profession and in life and in being just a good person, but in particular in being a nurse. It's called If, and I'm only giving you excerpts. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, and I can think of many days on nursing units that would be true. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting. 2, if you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will, which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance, run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And, which is more, you'll be a man, my son, you'll be a woman, my daughter, you'll be a nurse, my student. Good luck.
I'd like to have the student speaker please come up and say the address to her class.
Good afternoon. I would like to welcome our esteemed faculty, family, friends, and then my fellow graduates to the pinning. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. The class of 2012 pinning ceremony. Not many people would peg me as the overly serious type. My classmates know this. So taking into account the serious nature of why we're all here today, I would like to quote one of the greatest minds of our time, Buddy the Elf. I just like to smile, smiling is my favorite. It may seem like a silly sentiment, but it has been my personal experience that with a smile on your face, a positive attitude, and an unwavering support system, anything is possible. You can face any obstacle that life may throw at you on your journey. To say nursing school has been a journey is an understatement. Everyone in this room has had a different experience. Some of us have faced some twists and turns, bumps along the road, but in the end we all have the same ending. Sitting in this room about to receive a symbol of all of our hard work. Today, all the hours spent studying, being up before the sun, the weekends you stayed in to read an outline, the times you actually did go out but felt guilty that you should have been home studying, and the times you questioned whether or not you would make it through, all seem so worth it. It's amazing how one day you're planning for someday, and then quietly, without ever really noticing, that someday is today. It's hard to believe that we started our senior year 292 days ago. Everyone has a calling, the reason why you are here. This I know for sure. Your calling isn't something that somebody can tell you about. It's what you feel. It's part of your life force. The thing that you are supposed to do. You know it inside yourself. We are some of the lucky few who have figured out that our calling is nursing. It's a very rare moment in life when you can look into the faces of a group of individuals and know that the world will be a better place because all of you decided to be nurses. It comforts me to know that my fellow graduates will be the nurses to comfort a patient in pain, help a family during a devastating time, or be a driving force in whatever area of nursing they choose to advance practice, always remembering that they are a patient's advocate. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a village to get a student through nursing school. I would like to ask my fellow graduates to take time to say thank you. Tell the people in your life who have been understanding, supportive, and a shoulder to lean on during your time here how much it has meant to you. Also, I'd like you to look to your right and to your left at your fellow graduates and realize the special bond that we share. Very few people are able to recite a med-surg lecture verbatim, smiling because you know Professor Dowling's signature letter is about to come. Not many people find the words Dirty Duncan and Shiny Schultz. Most of us have sang our na-na-nas together. We understand the plight of trying to find a table in the library that actually has a plug for your computer. We have studied into the wee hours of the morning and the night, spent more time together in class and clinical than we have with some of our family at times. These experiences will link us forever, causing us to smile at their memory in our future. As we embark on the next phase of our journey, I would like to encourage you to always keep learning. Keep learning because you never know what life will bring you next. It is truly an honor that my classmates have entrusted me to speak on their behalf today. I hope I've made you all proud. I would like to wish you all a life filled with an abundance of happiness, unparalleled success, unconditional love, and endless laughter. It has been a pleasure to call you classmate, a privilege to now call you colleague, and most importantly, an honor to call you friend. Enjoy your weekend and celebrate all of you have accomplished. And then on Monday, hit the books. We have NCLEX. Thank you and congratulations.
Very well done. The difference in your speech and mine is I always start relaxed, and then you end up like this.
Oh, no, I get nervous.
You started nervous and you ended up like you were just a master on the podium. So thank you. I think it was a lovely choice.
Thank you.
And so now, in addition to saying congratulations once again, I'd like to introduce our undergraduate director who was just up here, Professor DeFazio, Jane, and also Dr. O'Hare. So Dr. O'Hare has been managing Penning for many years, and she and Jane will be doing this together, and we're sorry that Joan is ill today because she wanted to have a part in your ceremony. That's why her name is there, and she was ill. She really feels badly that she couldn't be part of the pinning. She actually was going to pin for the first time. So, Harry Ford's place.
It's my pleasure to be calling the students' names to be pinned. Before Dr. O'Hare presents the pins to each of you, I'd first like to thank all of the families for supporting your children to be successful today. And I'd also like to thank the faculty who are sitting in the front for all of their hard work, because they are a big part of why you are here today. So before I begin, we have some registered nurses who have been a part of this program as well, who are earning their bachelor's degrees, and I will pause when their name is on the list and say them at the end. But we will definitely acknowledge them. So our first candidate, nursing graduate, Katerina Alexandra.
Okay.
Cynthia A. Murphy. Melody Jaws. Caitlin Freer. They keep making the fonts larger and larger for me every year, and it's still not larger.
You weren't on the list, though, I guarantee you.
Right, that's a balloon. I think Christina Farrington. Jennifer Herga. Nancy Kemp. Casey Mann.
Thank you.
Mariel Nestor. Lauren McMahon.
Here we go.
Carolyn Toscano. She's unable to be here with us today. Kellyanne Villar.
Thank you.
nurses have fulfilled the course of study for a bachelor's degree in nursing. They weren't able to be here today, but we'd like to acknowledge them. Maria Seville, RN. Robin Dolan, RN. Karen Finley Chawachka, RN. Lauren Goldstein, RN. Diane Grandison, RN. Catherine Montello, RN. Nail Nikovich, RN. Diana Perez, RN. Elena Pinsker, RN. Nancy Ricciardi, RN. Kathleen Richards, RN. Jennifer Schneck, RN. Mary Shannon, RN. And Sonata Steinman, RN. Another round of applause for the nursing graduates. I would like to invite all of the nursing graduates to the front of the room. Please bring your program for the candlelighting ceremony and Nightingale Pledge.
While everyone's coming up, I just want to explain why so many of our RNs cannot attend. They're actually working. They actually have a job. And you guys will probably have a wonderful job, unlike many parts of the workforce. So they usually can't come both to graduation and today, but they are getting their bachelor's. And a special thanks to Lee Manchester, who's been doing all the pictures. He could be doing other things today, but it's wonderful to be here so that you can remember this wonderful occasion.
Will the nursing graduates of 2012 please join me in reciting the Florence Nightingale Pledge? I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to practice my profession faithfully. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standards of my profession, and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family matters coming to my knowledge within my practice. With integrity, I will endeavor to devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care.
Congratulations to the class of 2012.
Extinguished candles. slideshow for families and faculty.